Yeah, currently, let's sum it up to say it's 2 years. Yes, 2 years. So when I said it sustained itself, I meant actually that the the fuel and the maintenance of the car is covered by what the children are contributing. I mean, or their monthly fare that they pay. So it contributes. Yeah, but I haven't had major breakdown or something that would require a lot of money. So that one will require an additional financing from the house. Yes, yes, I did. Yeah.
So in these 2 years in this business, what is the biggest lesson that this business has taught you?
What I've learned is actually personally, I I've actually learned to be more patient because sometimes.
What's up, guys? This is UFX School of Hustle again. So today, guys, I'm gonna interview someone who's in the scholar transport business. So with that being said, I'm not gonna waste any time, Buffeto. We're just gonna get the interview right away and get started to it, Buffeto, and hear from the person what he's gonna say about being in the school transport business. You understand? So with that being said, let's get the interview right away.
Project ya hao e tsamaya.
Project ya ro tshwanela no so like ke tlo botsa dipotso ya ke di tshwereng ka teng.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Okay.
So,
What is the whole purpose of your project? What are you?
um, like media, obviously, you're in the media space whereby focus yaga, point of focus yaga
Who is Mutwe?
the township economy.
Hey,
Like, yeah, so like you're already during the township economy. Fanega story doing through the business owners, hustlers, and artisans, particularly no participate under the informal economy because of it's estimated at what 900 billion rand, like, the yearly estimate, 900 billion to 1.3 trillion, which is scholarship is on a billion whole 992 billion rand. Yeah, and literally we are 30 billion, the chasing that figure into billion.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. And no, okay. So at least it's only segregation at all. It dominate junkie.
Yeah,
Intaction.
intellectual.
Then we were taking the
Yeah,
transport.
transport,
Transport.
transport.
And Linkwa.
Illegal yona ya kgona ho etsa tjho yona re ka e kenyela under the entertainment industry because of bo bojwala bo obvious skilling sa entertainment yona le yona liquor ya dominate because of like e sheba le lekeisheneng mo ka re lekeishene ke yona e dominatang haholo.
Yeah, well, they got out for a while because that again in the thing out in the one. Yeah, liquid nana, yeah, dominate. But I heard in terms of income, okay, so yeah, the tax shops. So now because of the
Yeah.
I think you and I already contribute a little bit more because what I said in total they are on the daily needs. Yeah, basic needs. So in terms of transport, to be more direct, transport I'm on an orange wheel. I don't think it generates quite an income because an average in a week, also taxi one or two. Only maybe over the weekend of Managara Baba busy. So this is my observation. So Liqua, I think, yeah, Liqua, but in tuck shop, it's one of the they are on the number one in terms of reading.
Because of obvious, we have almost about 14 tech shops in the area.
Yeah, so they contribute a lot. And yeah, this is my observation.
Okay, so right now since I start the interview,
Yeah.
so next to that I get Sansamalege.
Yeah.
I'm the founder of VFX School of Hustle.
Okay.
Yeah, so I run this social channel to interview business owners, hustlers, and artisans as much as control. So point of focus is that how you should be economy.
Okay.
Yeah. So can you introduce yourself?
No, and then Monso. Yeah, you can say a pensioner or something. Yes. Yeah. So I will share a little bit of light with maybe what my observations and maybe what I've experienced around here.
Yeah.
Maybe it will be good in comparison because I've as well been at Sasolburg, Zambela area, which is quite bigger than the Orangeville area. Yeah. So yes, then let's go on questions.
Okay. So basically, what do you do?
Currently, what I do is I'm transporting school children directly from here to Sasolburg. That was actually motivated by the fact of my own daughter. Is schooling at Sasol, African Civil School, AFIS, they call it AFIS. She is in matric. So that actually inspired me to take her to school daily. But in terms of business as well, we had to get other few students to join in. Yeah, currently, yeah, I'm that's a Monday to Friday business, but for a good cause of saving in terms of fuel, what happens is I leave in the morning, I stay over there at Sasolburg, and then in the afternoon I come back. This is basically what I'm doing. It does not generate quite a lot of income because I don't have maximum people in the car. Yeah, but it sustains itself. Yeah. So for me to buy the 7-seater was actually with the anticipation that this is gonna grow.
Yeah.
Because I've as well realized that more parents are interested in English schools. So yes.
So how long you've been like in this scholar transport business?
Yeah, currently let's sum it up to say it's 2 years. Yes, 2 years. So when I said it sustained itself, I meant actually that the fuel and the maintenance of the car is covered by what the children are contributing. I mean, on their monthly fare that they pay, so it contributes. Yeah, but I haven't had a year breakdown or something that would require a lot of money. So that one will require an additional financing from the house. Yes, so it's 2 years. Yeah.
So in these 2 years in this business, what is the biggest lesson that this business has taught you?
What I've learned is actually, personally, I've actually learned to be more patient, because sometimes it happens that, like Amuela herself, sometimes headless, she'll be busy until 4 o'clock, and I'll be leaving that side at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So having to wait that time. So yeah, I think my patience has improved. Yeah, and the other thing is, I realized that it's the one thing that I realized is that it is not a matter of driving children to school. What forms the more space is the safety concern. Yeah, because I actually can give this car to anyone to do the transport, but as there's my daughter in there, I believe she's more safe.
Yeah.
Yes, with me. That's what I've picked up. Yeah.
Oh.
And the other thing is you have to enjoy it, because if you don't enjoy it, it's gonna be a burden to you. Yes.
As much as they say, love what you do.
Yes, love what you do, and then I've developed love onto it. Yes. Yeah.
So, do you think more young people should consider this industry?
Yeah, particularly Orangeville in general.
Yeah. Why?
Because the transport business here is actually dominated by one person, which is Braji,
Yeah.
and the Tsilo family. For this township, as it has grown a little bit, you can see that there's some extensions, so it has grown bigger. I see that as a space whereby young people can can enter the economy market. Yeah, transport. I would really recommend and promote that the youth channel their energy into that market. Yes.
So, what opportunities, like in the future or right now, do you see in the township transport sector?
Yeah, normally, yeah, it actually say if more people get involved in transport business, meaning you are sharing the transport economy among a few individual. Few individuals, rather than being centered by only two families.
Yeah.
So if it's like you will be sharing, the dividends will be going to the fewer people. That's one positive point. And by so doing, meaning the economy will be fair to few families.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, if you had to recommend one sector of the township economy for the younger generation to get into, which sector will you choose and why?
Yeah, as I said, there is opportunity in transport business, but I will as well urge the the young generation to look into this thing of having spaza shops as well. Because as you know, we are not sitting, we are on the verge of whereby we're chasing these guys away.
Yeah.
Yeah, the foreign people. And say, for instance, just picture it for yourself. Say we chase them today, tomorrow the shops are closed. It is not a good scenario. Yeah, so young people must as well think about how can they counter that in terms of establishing their own small businesses. And as South Africans, I understand as well there are channels that you can follow whereby the state is actually subsidizing such initiatives. Yeah. Yes.
So, what advice will you give to someone who wants to start their own scholar transport business beside the environment or the area that we are currently living in?
Okay, first thing, when one is gonna start a business, we all want to be rich, but as I would say, when one starts a business or you establish a business, you must develop to love it. And again, you need to know that Rome was not built in one day. So the smaller margins of income that you get out of that business, you must utilize that to grow your business, for your business to occupy a bigger space. So that is dependent on how you use or utilize the income that you get. Yes, that is the advice. Because people would think that you go and open a shop today, tomorrow you're driving in the cities. It doesn't work that way.
Success doesn't happen overnight.
Yes, it does not happen overnight. That's the advice that I would give young people. Okay. The other advice is that I would advise the young generation is that if you can see these Pakistani guys, what they do, they are doing that as a unit, their businesses. Tomorrow you see this one is selling here, the next day he's selling there. And when they do the stocking, if they can go and get new stocks, they normally combine.
They do bulk.
Yeah, they do bulk. And in terms of buying bulk, it's cheaper. So what I would say is people shouldn't go and do things individually. If they can come together as a unit or a group, I mean, it will serve better. That is the other advice that I would give to young people. Yes.
So it's like for us to understand the purpose of cooperation and competition.
Yes. And, they say two is better than one. Because I may work with you. Some other things I won't think of them, but you can pick them up and then we share ideas. It helps to push and grow the business. Yeah.
Okay, so right now, as much as you are in the business, where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
Yeah, I actually wouldn't say business, but for what I'm doing, in 5 years' time, I think, but that as well is dependent on the capital that one has, which is money that you capitalize. But I've seen the opportunities that once capital is available, I would really want to feature into touring business. Touring business that we have maybe annual times whereby I would promote some touring, and then yes, but the scholar transport, I will always be involved into that, because actually I've picked up that a lot of people are looking at it currently. So it is the opportunity that I established, and I wouldn't want to hand it over to any other person. So rightly so, in 5 years, I will still be involved with the transport, scholar transport. But my whole aim is actually to be more into tour business and stuff. Because there's one guy there at Sasol, may he so rest in peace, Mr. Corners. That guy, Ndobo, actually, he passed on, I think, 2 years ago. His buses, mini buses or the two-seaters, that was strictly for tours. And over the years, he lived out of it, and he got some. He's staying in a big house there next to the not Flavius Mareka. What is that stadium there in town? Yeah, so yeah.
I'm not familiar with it.
Okay, yes. So, but what I want to say is he's living in a very expensive area, and he's got a good wealth out of that. So, like I started saying, you don't get rich overnight. So, but over the years, that guy, he actually acquired some wealth out of it. Yes. Yeah.
So, what message would you like to leave for the younger generation, like who will be like watching this interview right here?
To the young people, for the whole republic, Republic-wide of South Africa. We are the old generation that we actually we were dependent on other people to open business, and we become the customer. So the younger generation must overturn that. You mustn't. I would say their education, they must actually fit their education, not to go and work for someone. You know, they must develop the idea of being their own bosses. So for them, out of school, yes, they can work. Others, we cannot do the same thing. Yeah, but I would really urge them to study in the direction where what they study is going to help them establish their own businesses. They must become business people. They must be employers, not employees. So it's what I actually want to say. Yes. Yeah.
We are done. So we are done.
Yeah.
Great interview, great advice.
Yes.
You're
always welcome.
And wish you all the best in the business in your house.
No, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, anytime.
Yeah.
You guys, the end of the interview but with the UFX School of Hustle. You heard from the person who is in the scholar transport business buffet too. So one thing that he said is that they are the older generation and we are the new generation. So we must kind of like reshift the mindset so that we can have this idea of becoming owners, meaning turn this thing of becoming workers into ownership. That's how we're gonna save the township economy. That's how we can build the township economy. So with that being said, Buffet, to make sure you like, you follow, you subscribe all UFX School of Hustle channels, guys. So with that being said, Buffet, you're gonna get more content coming next week, Buffet. Double